Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central.
Anywhere.
Streamed, not grounded, and downloaded around the globe.
Yeah.
It's the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Just ahead, we play Guess the Price from Hemmings Sold Cars Roundup.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Saturday Night Live's Jeopardy.
So we're calculating the whole year's worth of
I want to be
Hemmings.
Burt Reynolds.
I'll be Sean Connery.
Take the trophy for having the most wins of this. Thank you very much.
Jeff has a special feature that you're going to love. We'll also get you caught up on stories making automotive news headlines this week. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world, Mars. King Konrad DeLong. We always need more Jeff Dziekan. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us on this Christmas edition of the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. It's always glad to have you with us on this Saturday morning on our live broadcast. If you're listening on streaming product podcast, well, Happy New Year, or whenever you listen or join us. We got lots of them. As a matter of fact, Mr. Mars pulled some interesting information this week that he sent to all of us.
Yeah.
And that was, what was the name of the, was it not Snapchat?
Spotify and Buzzsprout.
Yeah, Buzzsprout, yeah.
Yeah, that's our host.
Yeah. And
podcast.
We're global. We're nationwide. We're beyond nationwide.
73 countries.
73 countries around the globe.
75 countries.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
75?
Oh.
Anyway.
We just added two.
We're just kind of bragging.
Yeah.
But bear with us.
We don't get to do that very often.
No, we don't. We don't. And so I thought there was some very interesting numbers there. Why don't you share with us?
Brag on us, Mike.
Well, according to Buzzsprout, again, that's our host, and that's why we get to Apple and Amazon and Spotify. They're a distribution for us. That's part of our distribution network. And so, according to the information that they've got, the feedback they've got from everyone, we're in the top 50% of podcasts, all podcasts, not just automotive, but all podcasts. 75 countries, 31,500 downloads so far this year.
Which is good because we just started doing that.
Thank you very much to all.
Yes.
And to all a good night.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's been a very good year for us and how that works. The most popular city, of course, is Houston. That's where most of our listeners are because we've been here for 12 years.
And we do a lot of remotes here locally and connect with a lot of the
part of the community.
Car folks here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But the second best country that we have is in Canada. Then it's Australia, and Germany and Mexico. That's the top five, including the United States. So we kind of get around. I thought it was interesting that Stevens Point, Wisconsin, is the fourth largest
city
group of listeners that we have is in Stevens
Probably all
Point,
Don's
Wisconsin.
relatives.
All of my
That's what I
relatives, they've all moved to Stevens Point. Interesting. All right. So we play this little game once a week, as a rule, when we have time. We get it from Hemmings.com. And once a week, they tell us all of the cars that have sold through their online auction site called Sold Cars Roundup. Mm-hmm. And people put their cars on there. I don't know how much it costs to post your car and go through the whole thing, but it's a bidding site, basically, that you control.
Kind of their own version of eBay Motors.
Yeah. So I have a couple right off the top of the bat here that we're going to talk to Jeff about mainly.
Okay.
Must be Cadillacs.
Oh, of course, because he's the big Cadillac guy.
Yeah.
So the first one up is, and we're going to do these together. And you'll see the reason why in a minute.
Jeff Broham.
Dziekan.
Dziekan.
1983 Cadillac Coupe de Ville. Mm-hmm. Now, I have to tell you, I think it was about 1990-ish that I bought a brand new Cadillac Coupe de Ville.
You did?
Well, not for me personally, but for the wife. And
Which one was that?
Yeah.
The coupe.
No, that's not even
But the
go
coupe
there.
de Ville.
I didn't go there.
I know. He did. So you shut up.
I was just
You shut up. Anyway,
You all shut up.
1983 Cadillac Coupe de Ville. This was the big two-door.
But the coupe was the low end of the models.
It was the two-door
Coupe
It
version.
was the
de Ville,
two-door.
The Coupe de Ville, right.
Yeah. So 1983 Coupe de Ville. We're going to pair that with a 1991 Cadillac Eldorado Biarritz.
Oh, the Biarritz. Those are awesome vehicles.
So that also is a two-door. It's a lot sportier, I would say.
But the 83 is a rear drive. The Eldorado, by that time, was a front-wheel drive.
Correct. If that makes a difference to you, I don't think most people really care one way or the other, but whatever. So let's start with the 83 Cadillac Coupe de Ville. Mr. Mars, what do you think that would go for on the used car roundup?
By it being Hemmings, I'm going to say it's in good shape, so I'm going to go for 12.5.
12.5.
8,500.
85. And you?
I'll go 14.
14. Okay. Now let's move on to the 91 Cadillac Eldorado Biarritz.
So we're not going to get an answer.
No, he's going to do them together.
You weren't listening.
He wasn't. Yeah.
I said we're going to pair these two, and you'll see
It's
why in a
nothing
minute.
new.
First of all, they are Cadillacs, okay? And second of all, they're Cadillacs. You'll see.
Exactly.
So what do you think, Mr. Mars, the 91 Cadillac Eldorado Biarritz would go for?
I'll say 10.
10. Konrad?
7.
7. Jeffrey?
12.
12. Both cars sold for, drum roll, $6,600.
Both cars. No, both
No,
cars.
for the pair.
For the pair.
No. They both sold for $6,600 each.
Yeah.
Which I thought was unusual in the fact that they both sold for the same amount of money.
Wow.
One was an 83 big Coupe de Ville. The other one was kind of a small 91 Cadillac Eldorado Biarritz. The Biarritz was kind of the top of the line, I believe.
Fancy.
I had an Eldo of that generation, except mine had an Oldsmobile 5.7 diesel in it.
Oh, Lord. I'm sorry.
You had,
Got like 35 miles to a gallon.
Yeah.
He would have
if
a
you can
Yugo.
keep it running.
As long as it was running.
he'd have a Yugo with it.
Here's a fun one. Ready? 67 Chevrolet C10, what they call a square body.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. 67 Cadillac C10. It looks clean, nothing special about it. Now, granted, I don't know, I didn't dig that deep about rust and mileage and all that stuff. It looks like a clean truck. 67
stock looking clean.
Yeah, a dark brown or something.
Long bed, short bed.
It looks like a long bed. 67 Chevy C10. Mars?
And then things are popular. I would say 12.5.
12.5?
No, 15.
15.
Wow,
Jeff?
I'll go in the middle, 14.
Okay. Well, you're close. 16,905 is what it sold for. Can you imagine? I really?
It's remarkable how some of those older trucks have not just retained value, have exploded in value.
Steel dashes, no padding.
And it's more than the
just
Cadillac.
is like, are you kidding? It is the basic.
No cruise control, probably no power windows.
Nor brakes.
And what I don't understand.
Probably has a straight inline 6 in it. So
Well,
that'd be okay.
even if it's got the 350, I don't understand. For $16,000, you can't buy it and hot rod it. Drop it, the suspension, or chop it, or what the things that hot rodders do, because you got too much money in it, and it's too nice.
Well, and this one, it looks like it's a stock. It even has, it looks like it's got trim rings on the wheels.
So what do you do with it?
I guess drive it.
Drive it.
Hot Rod Tour at Texas.
Just keep it running. You know?
guess.
Be pretty easy to keep running.
Let the patina fall on it.
Kind of like that truck that we saw at Autorama this year that still had the plastic on the seats in the car. The truck was 25 years
Over
old.
in front of the bathroom.
Yeah.
That had been undelivered.
Is that what it was?
That's the way I looked at that, because not only did it still have the plastic on the seats, it had all the little consumer tags on it. Here's the tag for the radio telling you what to do. There was a tag on the door for the power windows and stuff. That was kind of a cool truck, but
You know who else has cars like that? Daryl Wisniewski. Bayway Group of automobile dealers. And I went to his showroom private showroom of his collection of classic cars and valuable collector cars. And he has one, like not this particular truck, but he's got one, and it was a Ford GT. Still had all the plastic on the seats and everything.
oh yeah,
Truly.
and that's probably tripled in value from
yeah, the
165
GT.
they originally were.
All right, a 1991, I had to do this. 1991 Mercedes-Benz 250 GD. It's a G-Wagon, basically.
Right up Konrad's lane there.
1991. I've never been a big fan of these, but because of basically the price. So this is a 91, 2001, 2011, 2000. So it's 30 years old. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Almost 35.
91 Mercedes-Benz 250 GD.
30,000.
I was thinking 25.
22.
$73,500.
Come on.
Exactly.
And it's been recalled.
Yes, all of them have.
It's been driven by a Kardashian.
Here's a car that Chevrolet totally screwed the pooch on when they built this thing. And the only reason being is...
It wasn't the first one.
Well, I know.
Won't be the last one either.
2004 Chevrolet SSR.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
I love the look of it.
$1.
$1. Yeah. But it was so under horsepowered, it's just pathetic.
It was a shame what they did to that. You know, because like you say, it was very appealing physically, I thought.
And it was a convertible, a hardtop convertible.
Yeah.
Right, retractable hardtop.
Yeah, and it went down behind the seat. It was very cool. The bed was worthless because it had a solid cover over the top of it.
It only lifted to like 30 degrees, though.
Yeah, it was
stupid. I think she needs to go out.
And they also sold as an accessory a storage unit that you could roll in and out of it.
Just so.
I probably had a dozen of them as company cars. I loved them. I thought they were fun. But if you took their clothes off, it's a Chevy Trailblazer SS. The suspension, the drivetrain, the engine, all of that stuff was Chevy Trailblazer SS. So there was a version with the 400 horse V8 in it towards the end, and you could get a 6-speed manual
It was
in it.
too late by then. They'd already ruined it.
Yep.
Oh. Anyway. All right, 2004, what do you think that thing sold for? Mars?
24.
Really? Okay, Konrad?
18.
17.
14.7 was what it sold for. I had to throw this one in there because it caught my attention. The 1932 Chevrolet Confederate.
Oh.
It's a two-door convertible top. It's really cool looking. I'm gonna put my finger over the price so you can't see it, but there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like it's all stock.
Two-seater.
Two-seater. Yeah, two-seater.
I'd never heard
Rumple
of a
seat.
Confederate.
I've never
Probably got a
heard.
rumble seat in it, too.
Yeah, it does, probably. Big wide whites on it, wire wheels. I mean, it was fancy for the day.
I think there's one that comes out to Craig's every now and then.
I have not seen
I'll
it.
say
so.
15.
15, Mars?
Well, that's what I was going to say, but I'll go up to 17.
All right. Jeff?
Let's just go.
How about 28,875?
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that. I was going to think maybe.
Yeah, I kind
20,
of figured
yeah.
you guys are going to think low on that one.
Yeah.
Okay, well, here's one for all of us. The 1966 Pontiac GTO looks really clean, red in color. Looks like it's got a black interior. Got some aftermarket wheels on it, but it looks basically stock with some white letter tires on it. It's very clean.
I think I know this one.
35.
35, Jeff?
32.
Mars?
25.
25. $43,000.
Wow.
Let's stay in the Pontiac family, shall we? 65 Pontiac Bonneville
Oh.
with skirts on the back wheel open.
Like skirts. Love skirts.
What year is it?
A 65 Pontiac Bonneville.
That car's like 2 zip codes long.
It's massive. It's a 4-door sedan.
Yeah, price it by weight.
Yeah, pretty much. And
Scrap weight.
it's very clean. It looks like it's been restored. All stock stuff, white wall tires. I mean, back in the day, this was a fancy car.
Yeah, it was.
The Bonneville was the performance sedan to Pontiac.
My dad had a Catalina.
So what do you think, Mars?
I'm going to say 15.
15. Okay.
I'm going to go 25.
22.
22. Mars is the closest without going over. $16,800. I would buy that car, but I don't know where the heck I'd put it because you can't fit it in the garage.
Not big enough to fit. You couldn't put it in your driveway.
Well, that's pretty much it. A 51 Willis utility wagon.
What you talking about?
It's kind of like a Woody. 51 Willis utility wagon. It's a 2-door. And it's got what appears to be wood. I don't think it is, but whatever.
Back before sport utilities were sport utilities.
Yeah. It was back in this particular era. It was like ugly. I don't think they sold tons of them, but anyway, 51 Willis utility wagon.
I'll go 12.
12.
17.
17 bars.
Yeah, I'll go 16.
$10,500.
Oh.
Yeah. Another Pontiac Grand Prix 84 model.
The quad square headlights.
Yep, quad square headlights, opera window in the back. It's a two-door Pontiac Grand Prix 84 model. Clean.
9,000.
9,000? Conrad?
Well, I'll go 10.
Okay.
I'll go 12.
12. $8,600. That'd be a fun car to have in the garage.
That'd be yep.
And finally, we're going to do the 56 Volkswagen Beetle. A 56 Volkswagen Beetle that we've all grown up with. It's been around forever. The only thing that defined the years back then
Was it 0 to 60 time? It took years to get to 60 miles an hour and a long downhill.
and that back window. Remember, it started off as that little round
Like
window.
opera.
Yeah, the original ones were oval split windows.
Yeah,
and then
oval
they
splits.
changed to an oval, and then they changed to the bigger window.
Yeah. Well, this one appears to have the bigger window, but it's still a 56. Not that made any difference, really. I guess that they kind of made modifications to the engine, but very little.
Yeah, a whole 42 horsepower, probably.
Yep. So a 56 Volkswagen Beetle, extra clean looking, black with a red interior, white wall tires. What do you think?
12.
12.
8.
8?
10.
Well, all of you have missed it by a ton. $23,100.
That's the sold price?
That's the sold price.
Probably got an LS in it.
Must have hidden something else in there.
Well, it's probably been fully restored
Yeah.
because it looks like it's a brand new car.
Well, I was thinking with the red interior, I don't think I ever saw a red
No,
interior.
I don't think there were any.
Somebody's been working on it. I
Yeah,
guess.
exactly.
Yeah.
And that I think it's a little overpriced, but whatever.
Cool car.
It is.
But don't buy it for speed.
That's for sure. Jeff has a special feature for us.
Oh, okay. Let me pull that up.
Okay. And when you told me you were going to do this, I thought, how perfect. Love it. Let's do it.
Well, this is all about Santa, since it is his time of the year.
The reason for the season?
Yeah, reason for the season. Excuse me, and let me get this going here. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Santa's sleigh looks charming, though it seems to be antiquated. But we suspect it's way more cutting edge than he lets on. Think about it. Does it make sense that Santa's elves would have adopted an autopilot system that would give any Tesla a run for its money? For safety, the sleigh is equipped with a special blind spot monitoring system specifically designed to alert Santa and the reindeer to the presence of aircraft and large birds. The sleigh's typical rearview camera would also get an upgrade and is likely designed to scan in every direction to ensure Santa's path is always clear for takeoff and landing. The system would most likely be aided by thermal imaging. The sleigh's dashboard, as you see there, is dominated by Santa's own GPS navigation, so the elves could map out Santa's millions of stops before Christmas Eve. Just to make sure Santa doesn't miss anyone, the sleigh definitely has a built-in naughty or nice sensor, Mike. Keeps Santa updated on children's activities right down to the last minute. This is important, as even the most minor of naughty deeds, Conrad, committed within the final few hours of December 24th.
Naughty deeds. Wasn't that ACDC?
It was. Dirty deeds, done
Naughty
dirt cheap.
deeds, yeah.
Dirty deeds. The speedometer on the sleigh's dashboard allows Santa to monitor his flying speed. State-of-the-art radio keeps him in constant touch with Mrs. Claus and the team at the North Pole. They send him minute-to-minute updates on local weather reports and toy inventory. God, that's very important. Okay, well, moving on. When it comes to Santa's toy bag, you're probably wondering how he fits all his presents in one bag. Think of a multi-dimensional present compartment in the form of a traditional gift sack. Santa's toy bag, as we know it, really acts as a portal between the sleigh and the North Pole. I couldn't figure that out until I'm, this age.
Beam me more toys, Scotty.
However, we'd also like to think that Santa may have harnessed the power of nanotechnology and found a way to miniaturize millions of presents into one large bag. This information does seem to be a little unconfirmed, though. Santa's sleigh incorporates a stardust antimatter propulsion unit for power that is still very real possibilities here in today's vehicles. Here's how it works. Antimatter is the opposite of regular matter, the mirror image of normal particles that make up everything we can see or touch. The big draw to antimatter is the amount of energy it helps create. When antimatter and matter come into contact, they alienate each other, breaking apart into tons of smaller particles, and 100% of their masses convert to energy. That's how he gets around, Conrad.
Star Trek.
We have reason to believe Santa's clever elves would have figured out a way to combine this Stardust antimatter propulsion unit with electric motor for high-tech, one-of-a-kind, hybrid power train of the sleigh.
So it's an EV.
Yeah, could be. We bet, for example, that the elves, that's a different one. That's a different holiday, Mike. The elves have borrowed a trick from the mainstream automakers and installed Apple CarPlay and Android Auto smartphone integration. We won't speculate whether Santa's a Google guy or an Apple aficionado, but the sleigh is probably equipped with either or. Santa can use his voice recognition to text Mrs. Claus, catch up on his favorite In Wheel Time podcast during the Christmas Ride playlist.
Ketchup.
There you go.
You like ketchup. Ketchup on everything.
Yeah, ketchup on everything.
That's very nice. I like that. Mm-hmm. We do have some more of the stop sale or...
Stop sale. Is that just insanity? Complete insanity.
General Motors has issued a stop sale order on nearly 3,000 of its highly profitable Chevrolet Silverado and GMC Sierra full-size pickups because of a roof issue. It affects only some of them. The roof panel split defect. The spokesperson said the issue has been corrected and additional production should not be affected. Customers with affected Silverados or Sierras are being instructed to contact a dealership to schedule a repair. Do not take it to the car wash. Or, better yet, if you really want to know if it's working or not, if the split has happened, then take it to the car wash, and you'll find out real quick. Because it's basically right up there at the roof rail where they put together the roof top and the surround around the door.
Up on the rooftop, click, click, click. My roof came off, now I'm sick.
That's it. Okay.
All right.
Well, shout out to the Hemmings racing team. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Yes. And thanks again for Wally. National Highway Traffic Safety Administration said it will open an investigation into about 454,840 Nissan Motor Company vehicles over reports alleging engine failure that can lead to a loss of motive power with no ability to restart. Evaluation into 21 through 23 Nissan Rogue, 19 to 21 Altimas, 19 to 21 Infiniti QX50 vehicles, adding a total of 6 complaints were received regarding the issue.
Yeah, you know how they fix that recall? They give them a free roadside assistance program to get them towed in.
Oh, man. You imagine spending that kind of, any kind of money on a brand new vehicle? Mm-hmm. The motor broke. Not just broke, it broke for good. Mm-hmm. It's out. Psst, you know about that.
All too well.
Yeah.
Some brands way more than others.
Now, in the bad dealers department.
Oh, got another one, did you?
Listen.
Hey, it's getting to be Christmas time. People got to take care of the family.
Let's start stealing.
And, you know, it's funny because it seems like we get one of these at least once a week.
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
And they're for hundreds of thousands of dollars at a time.
The Equal Employment Opportunity Commission is suing South Austin Nissan here in Texas and its owners, accusing them of creating a sexually hostile work environment. This is from Automotive News. Federal lawsuit filed Wednesday in the Western District of Texas names 3 former saleswomen who say they were harassed by the then general manager, sales manager, and used vehicle sales manager at the store. The allegations include inappropriate comments.
He was a busy guy.
Touching and propositions. The dealership's former general sales manager also alleges that he tried to report these behaviors to the group's human resources director and its COO. The former general sales manager also transferred his pay cut and eventually terminated in retaliation, the complaint alleges. The commission claims South Austin Nissan and owner NICPA, NICPA, Central Auto Group in Houston, violated U.S. civil rights law. The lawsuit seeks that the store eradicate the effects of its past and present unlawful employment practices and compensate those impacted for lost income and emotional harm. South Austin Nissan and NICPA Central Auto Group, through a lawyer, declined to comment on the allegations. Not clear if the three managers still work for the dealership or group. They're not listed in the South Austin Nissan website's staff page. The EEOC claims in its complaint that the unlawful practices span beyond the three named female employees. For example, lawsuit alleges that one manager often encouraged female employees to wear revealing clothing to sell more cars.
That's what I used to do.
I was going to say that wouldn't be the first time I've heard that one.
I used to do that.
Yeah.
In the complaint, one of the former saleswomen accused the then general manager of asking her what would happen if he kissed her, and another time he rubbed his pelvis against her while staring at her breasts. She terminated in May of 2022. Another of the former saleswomen alleges that the sales manager watched pornography while at work and described his own sexual activity to coworkers. Third saleswoman accused the used vehicle sales manager of commenting on her body and clothing, as well as telling sexually explicit stories about himself.
Keeping Austin weird.
The latter two women were constructively discharged as a result of the harassment. According to the complaint, all three women claim they reported the inappropriate behavior to superiors, but were ignored.
They need a clean house there.
Dude,
Terminated?
if I were a husband of one of those women, I would be irate. They'd have to call the Austin Police Department.
Yeah.
And you'd be arrested, but not the perv.
Probably.
Yeah, right.
Well, yeah, it might still be you.
Dude, I just,
Either way.
in today's world, that still happens.
Out of your mind. Completely out of your mind.
It is, but and several years ago, I knew of a dealer there in Mid-County. He actually fired one of his used car people for being that way. I mean, he was so scuzzy that he
Scuzzy. Haven't used that word in a while.
Yeah.
It's truly amazing to me that still continues this day. All right. Quick break now. We'll be right back. You're on the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show podcast. Thanks for joining us.
You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com. The original group of Lupi Tortilla restaurants will have you telling your family and friends just what the original recipes mean when it comes to the best fajitas in Southeast Texas. Founder Stan Holt invites you to visit the original Lupi Tortilla near I-10 and Highway 6. Here's the original house that inspired the design of all the rest and the original charm that helped make Lupi Tortilla the go-to destination for Houston Tex-Mex. Speaking of original, nothing can compete with the original lime pepper marinade that everyone will agree makes Lupi Tortilla award-winning beef fajitas the best anywhere. Lupi Tortilla Katy is another location that gives you the same quality and service Houstonians have come to expect at Lupi's. It's located just off I-10 and the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard in Katy. Find yourself in Aggie Land? Head to the Lupi Tortilla in College Station, located just around the corner from Kyle Field. It's a great place to enjoy those famous frozen margaritas before or after the game. Headed east to Louisiana? Stop in at the Lupi Tortilla in Beaumont. It too's on I-10. You can't miss it. The original group of Lupi Tortilla restaurants invites you in for the best Tex-Mex anywhere. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show is now part of the iHeart family. Now you'll have access to 24/7 Car Talk anytime you need a fix. Just download the iHeart Radio app and ask for In Wheel Time Car Talk, and there we are. Be sure to save us in your iHeart library for instant access. No matter where you are, you have the best Car Talk Show right on your PC, laptop, or mobile device and never have to worry about finding us again. Of course, you can always get access to our video and audio streams via InWheelTime.com and your favorite podcast channel, and all of this is free to you. From the iHeart Radio app, you'll not only hear our Saturday morning live show, but the best shows of the past, updated weekly. Never miss a minute of up-to-date new car reviews, pre-owned reviews, Konrad's Car Clinic, informative interviews, automotive news, and the most fun car talk show on the planet. Just download the iHeartRadio app, search for In Wheel Time Car Talk, save it to your library, and with a tap of the icon, you'll be in touch with your favorite Car Talk team. In Wheel Time Car Talk, streaming now on iHeart.com/In Wheel Time Car Talk. For this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show, I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.